What we do here is go back.
Hello everybody, it's the Bulldozer, and thank you for giving me your time, and thank you for watching another one of my videos. I really do appreciate you giving me your time. If you would, please consider using my code MrBulldozeRgamN. You can see it there in the center of the screen, also lower left hand corner of the screen. With that green check mark right there, you can tell I am an epic partner. Let's take care of a couple things of business. First things first, if you notice in the right hand corner, lower right hand corner, you see that artifact with a 1 in it. That will tell you what week we are in the video. Also, in the description, you will find timestamps. Those timestamps will take you to each week that's in the video. That way, if you don't need to watch them all, you don't have to watch them all. Here are the artifacts for week 1. And if you notice right in the center of your screen, I don't know what this area is called offhand, but there was one located right there, right in the middle of the water. One to the left here, Believer Beach. We got one to the right of Believer Beach. Just south of there, we got one at the Burger Restaurant. And to the right of there, we got one at Caddy Corner. And then one back up top to finish this out at the Farmer's Market. There was one located right there to the left of the house. Again, you will find the links to the timestamps in the description to take you right to the area. You can see right here, this is the one at the Farmer's Market. You got the barn there on the right hand side. This is actually right in front of the house, to the left of the house. And here's the location on the map to cover that one. So we'll go ahead and move on to number 2. Number 2, this is located to the right of Believer Beach. This is actually on the tower as you go up the steps. I guess you can call those steps. Ramp, whatever you want to call it. There's a location on the map again that's to the right of Believer Beach. Move on to our next location. And here is the one I told you, it was located right in the middle of the map, right smack dead in the middle of the water. And this is number 3 for week 1, and there again is the location on the map. Move on to our 4th one. This is at the Burger Restaurant. This is in the back underneath this little, I don't know if it's shed, what do you want to call it. Again, here's the location on the map that is to the right of Weeping Woods. Move on to our last one, and this is over at Caddy Corner. This little tower right here. It amazes me how many people do not get this chest. Sometimes I wonder if they even realize the chest is up there. But again, that is number 5, located at Caddy Corner. Okay, here's the week 2 artifacts. You notice we got one to the north of Pleasant Park, one to the left of Believer Beach at the satellite station. Then we have one just north of Misty Meadows at the tower. We got one on the bridge as you're going into Corny Complex. And then we got one just north of Retail Row. So again, let's go ahead and get started. Here's the tower. And there it is, right underneath this little walkthrough area. Very easy to see. You can clearly see this from the air, and there you go. You see just north of Misty Meadows, and that middle island to the left, closest to the bridge. And here we are over close to the docks. Got these 2 little vents. If you remember, these were vents going into the gravel, I think is what it's called. And so right here by the satellite dish, you see Dirty Docks in the distance. And here's number 3, located on the bridge as you're going into Corny Complex. You can see Corny Complex there in the distance. And there is the Corny Complex location. Just so you know, I did not show the overhead for Dirty Docks because that was pretty self-explanatory. Go ahead and move on to our next one. This one is located by the tower again. This is to the right of Believer Beach. And you can see it right here underneath the steps. If you're coming from the area, you might have to be on the right side of the building in order to see this. If not, just hit the ground. Actually, excuse me, I said Believer Beach. This is north of Pleasant Park, the tower north of Pleasant Park. Just hit the ground and run around the building. You will find it. It is to the left of the tower. Here's a satellite dish at the satellite station, and this was actually located on the dish. And there's that location to the left of Believer Beach. That is week number 2. Here is week number 3, and here is the map for that. If you notice, we got one at Lockie's Lighthouse. That's going to be the first one I'm going to show you. That is bugged, so do not worry about that. Actually, in week 6, they took and put that back in the game. So we are actually down 1 artifact. So you should be on 100, and I think it's 120 artifacts, and you're sitting on 116 if you've done just the ones that come out every week in the challenges. You got one at Coral Castle, got one at Bony Burbs, got one at Slurpy Swamp, and then at the very top of the map next to MBG, you got one at Craggy Cliffs. Again, just a reminder, do not worry about the week 3 Lockie's Lighthouse because it is glitched. I will still show you where this is supposed to be at. Again, this was in week 3. And right there in the little shed, again, this is also the location for week 6 artifact as well. You can see right there, that's the lighthouse with the mini map. Here we go, we got the big structure. You got the one single dome, then the other 2 double domes. So you want to go to the single dome that's in front of the 2 double domes and go right down. You had to build up for this or bust through the wall and put a platform, and you can get that as well. Or you can use a spaceship and destroy the building and just glide on top of it. I got a couple videos on the channel showing how to do that. Here we are at Craggy Cliffs. This is in the boathouse in the back right hand side of the map to the right of the restaurant. You'll find it hanging right here above the boat. And here's the mini map for that one. Again, this one is at Craggy Cliffs. So that's number 3. Moving on to number 4, we have Bony Burbs, excuse me. And again, this one's kind of hiding. If you come in from the bottom side of the map, the south side, and if you're going towards Bony Burbs, you will see that hanging right there. That is open, so you can actually drop right on top of it to pick that up. Moving on to our next one, this is at Slurpy Swamp. Here's the key thing. You see 2 smokestacks, you want to go to the building with the single smokestack. And right underneath that smokestack, you will find your next artifact. And that is the last one for week number 3. And here is week number 3 on the minimap again. That is that Slurpy Swamp in one of the factories, the factory with the single smokestack. Okay, here is week number 4. And you can see we got Holly Hedges, which is actually now is Holly Hatchery. We got Weeping Woods, Lazy Lake, Dirty Docks, and Steamy Stacks. Every one of these are very, very easy to get to, and you can also get to these by using a spaceship if you choose to do so. You can see our first one here at Holly Hatchery is located outside the garden center underneath these shelving units. Again, that is number 1 for week number 4, and here is the map. You can see it says Holly Hatchery on there now. Going to move on to week number 2. You can see you got the RVs and stuff. Got the garage right to next to the garage. You got the small building right inside that window. You can bust through the roof and drop down if you want. You can use a spaceship and blow the building up and land it down on top of there with the spaceship. Again, this one is at Weeping Woods. Moving on to Lazy Lake, behind the blue and yellow house, behind the yellow house you have this little, I don't know if it's supposed to be like a storage building or whatever, located inside that building. That is where you will find your next one. Again, there's the mini map, direction, the map showing Lazy Lake. Again, that's right behind the yellow house. This one is in the back of Dirty Docks, underneath the steps. This one's kind of hidden away, so if you're coming from the front side of the building you will not see it. You have to go all the way around towards the water. Again, this is Dirty Docks. If you don't plan on getting these in one game, you can get Dirty Docks and Steamy Stacks in the same game. Go to Steamy Stacks first, pick this one here up, then use the stacks to launch you and glide right into Dirty Docks. Again, here is this location, located right in between the 2 stacks. Very, very easy to get to. And this is our last one for week number 4. So if you have all the artifacts up to this point, you should have 76 artifacts if you have not used any of them. That's just by collecting the ones that come out every week. Here is the week 5 artifacts locations. We got the very top of the map to the right of Craig Cliffs, actually right in front of the Fortnite radio station. I'm not sure what they're calling it this season. Got the one right there by the 3 trees. And we got Pleasant Park, Believer Beach, Misty Meadows, and to finish it up we have Retail Row. Again, up to this point here you should have 76 artifacts if you have not used any of them. Okay, here we are at Misty Meadows. We're going to the clock tower, right above the clock and the little A-frame right there. You want to go right through there. Again, actually I think I have a video on the channel that shows you how to get all these with the spaceship. You never even have to leave the spaceship. You just blow the clock tower up and just land right on top of it. Again, this is at Misty Meadows. The next one we're going to move to is Retail Row. And you can see right here by the bus, behind the phone booth, the bus stop, this one here is located. Again, you can use a spaceship, blow this entire area up, and just land right on top of this artifact. Be careful because there is a gas can at the bus stop, so do not get out of the spaceship if you decide to do it that way, because it will kill you. Here is the Fortnite radio station. Again, I'm not sure what they're calling it this season, but right here, right along the edge of the water, you got these trees. I thought it was 3 trees. It's actually 5 trees. And the one to the far right, underneath that tree, you can see your artifact. Again, blow this tree up out of your way. You can land right on top of it with the spaceship. Again, you'll find that video on the channel, and here it is on the mini-map. Moving into Pleasant Park, right underneath the shelter, right at the top of the roof line. And you can also build up from the inside, or again, you can blow it up with the shots from the spaceship and just land right on top of it. Here we are at Believer Beach. Actually, I'm going to be releasing a video about this because I had something very strange happen to me when I was recording this. But if you got the RVs on the left hand side, on the far right hand side you get this blue building. If you're coming in from the air on this blue building, you'll see that painting right there. Well, this little overhang, this little roof line right here, it is located right here. Yeah, I had something extremely strange happen. It kind of makes me wonder if Believer Beach days are numbered. Now, if you want to see that video when I release it, I will try to get it released in the next couple of days. Subscribe to the channel, hit that notifications bell, and select all. That way you'll know when that video comes out. Again, you can see it's right here at Believer Beach. Okay, so now you should have 96 alien artifacts if you've collected every one of them up to this point. Remember, back in week 3, Lockheed's Lighthouse was glitched out, but as you can see here on the map, it is back for week number 6. So Lockheed's Lighthouse, we're going to go and pick that one up. Then we got one to the right of Fortnite. That's a little island where the female version of Oreo was at. People thought it was going to be a Batman cave, and that was not the case. It was something totally different. I mean, it could always still change into a Batman cave. Then we also got one here to the right of Caddy Corner on the top of the hill, the snow-covered hill, at a little weather station there. Then we have one at Corny Complex, and this one here is kind of hidden. This is also right next to a week 6 challenge where you have to go and place cows and stuff. Then right in between Dirty Docks and Steamy Stacks, we have one right there in the middle. That's a little purple area. You cannot miss it. Very easy to see from the air as you're gliding in. Okay, so we are going to start off with the purple area, as I was talking about, right between Dirty Docks and Steamy Stacks. You can see a bunch of trees right here. Also, if you're in a spaceship, there's another week 6 challenge where you got to destroy these trees. Just light this area up and complete that challenge and pick up your alien artifact at the same time. Very, very easy. Take advantage of these locations if you can do multiple challenges, multiple things at one time, especially like the next, the one over at Corny Complex. And there we are on the map, and you can see Dirty Docks is actually lit up. That's when you go into Battle Labs, it always starts at Dirty Docks. I don't know why, at least for me it does. And you can see Steamy Stacks there just north of us. It's right smack dead in the middle. It's probably kind of close to the car crushing area on the map as well. But again, don't forget, if you haven't done the week 6 challenge yet, you can also get both of these done at the same time. Got this little building right here, this little camp right here, right inside the building. Again, use a spaceship, blow it up, and just land right on top of it. You can see right to the right of Caddy Corner. So now here's the building I was talking about that's right behind the Flush Factory. People thought this was going to be Batman's cave. Then all of a sudden, when we had an update, it's just a castle with Oreo, the female version of Oreo in it. Cannot think of her name, but you go in here and she had a gold AR when she was in the game last season. And there we go. So that is 3. Now we are back to Lockie's Lighthouse, and you're going to see that the fact that this one is here, and you will be able to pick it up this week. So when you're done this week, you will have 116 alien artifacts if you've not spent any of them, and you could have more if you play anything except for solos, duos, trios, squads. There's actually these little crystals you can take and destroy, which you cannot do in solo, which I think is extremely unfair to the solo players. Here is the Corny Complex. This is a little shed right in front of the shed where you just came from. It's one of the cow locations, so you can place your decoy right there and go right into this building right here and get your alien artifact. Again, take care of 2 birds with 1 stone. If you're flying in a saucer, the very first one we did in the purple area here by the docks, when you got over here, you can take and land, place your cow, and also take and pick up your alien artifact, depending on how far you are in your challenges. Again, if you have not done them yet. Well, there we go, folks. That is all of the alien artifacts. Here is a picture showing all 29 of them in the game as of right now. Again, we have 29 alien artifacts in the game. There should be 30. If you notice up top there, where Lockie's Lighthouse is, I do have 2 there because there was supposed to be 1 there for week 3, and it was never put in the game, and they've never given us 1 to replace it. Instead, they just made that a location to go to in week 6, which I think is totally unfair. They should have just added that, so 1 week we had 6. Welcome to week number 8. Also, notice some changes I've made. On the map, you can see we have 5 artifacts. Notice you'll see an 8 on those artifacts. You'll know exactly where the artifacts are on the map, and you'll also notice I've updated the big map here at the end of the video. Also, in the upper right hand corner, you'll see the artifact, the number 8 on it. That is the week we are in. In the lower right hand corner, you'll see the 1 with the artifact on it. So as we're going through the video for week 8, you'll know what artifact we are on. That way, if you miss one, you can go back and take a look and see where we're at. For week number 8, all these artifacts are located by bridges. Why that is, I have no clue. Now, I can tell you, you're looking at this video early, but Thursday morning when this comes out, I will be going and doing this first thing Thursday morning, and you can collect all of these artifacts by using a spaceship. So if you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure you take a subscribe to this channel, hit the notifications bell, and pay close attention, because I will be uploading this video straight from the Elgato. And so as soon as I record it, it's going to go straight from the Elgato and go live right away, so you can see how you can do this. Here we are at Cape Cod, gliding over Cape Cod to the left of the weather station, right by the gold bridge. Underneath the wooden bridge right here is our first artifact. And again, I don't know why all these are located by bridges. The one that's further, there's one, I guess the furthest bridge that's away is the one by the red bridge. That's all the other ones are like really close to a bridge. Also, leave a comment down below. Do you like the timestamps that I have in the videos? And basically what I'm doing is every time a new week comes out, I'm just adding on to the past videos, so all the timestamps stay the same for every video. So the only difference is, like, from week 7 to week 8, the first 7 weeks, all those timestamps are the same. The only thing's new is week 8. Now here we are by the concrete bridge. We're at the wooden the steel factory. I don't know what the name of this is offhand, but go right through this wall here, and it's hovering right here. This is where Zig and Choppy was at the beginning of the month. This is his first location, and this is artifact number 2. So now we are going to head over by Believer Beach. And this purple area right here is going to be the location of our 3rd artifact. Again, in the spaceship, you can just blow these trees up. You know, might be able to hover down and pick this up. Sometimes here lately, it's been a hard time picking it up in the spaceship. So you might have to jump out of the spaceship and pick it up, and hop back in and take off. But I'm actually going to be doing these in a counterclockwise formation, so if you look at that map, you'll see. But again, I've actually gone through every one of the artifacts. I went through my entire setup and redid every one of the artifacts, so they all have numbers on them now. So when you look at the overhead map, you'll see every one of them has a number on them, associating them for which week they are in. And here we're by the Blue Bridge. And you know, we have Pleasant Park to the left, we have the Farmers Market to the right, and right here in this purple area, right underneath this rock that's hanging out from the cliff, we have another artifact that's just hovering right there. Now you're gonna have to blow up this rock right here. Again, you might be able to get that with the spaceship if you destroy that rock. Otherwise, you're gonna have to land and build a platform out and pick that up. You definitely will not be able to get with the spaceship with that rock. It's going to get in the way. And this is number 4. And our 5th and final artifact is over by the Green Bridge, which is actually a location of another spaceship. It's at the satellite location right here. Now leave a comment down below. Do you like the timestamps that I'm adding? I add those to help you guys, because I realized, you know, this is going to end up being a long video. And that's the reason why I make sure I put in the thumbnail that there's a timestamp for every week. Yeah, the video could be very long, but you know, if you know up front that okay, this video could end up being 45 minutes to an hour long. But if you know up front that, okay, I only need to go to week number 13 to find out what I need and hit that timestamp, you know, there we go. Or there might be something else that you might need. But underneath the helicopter pad is where our 5th and final artifact is. So again, to make this very easy for you, I recommend you getting a spaceship. Again, to the right now, underneath the Green Bridge, there is a spaceship right there, so you can actually get that spaceship, come right here and blow up this helicopter pad and come get this, or you can land next to the helicopter pad, run up here and grab it and take off. But the best bet is to get the spaceship at Cape Cod and just go in a counterclockwise formation. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the new updated map. If you notice, every one of the artifacts has a number in them, and each one of those numbers is associated for what week that artifact came on the map. Now I want you to look at Holly Hedges. You see it says a 4. Look to the southwest of that. You see that one says a 3. That is the replacement for the week number 3 that was supposed to be at Lockheed's Lighthouse. If you look up there now, it says week 6. That's the replacement. So if you want to go there without watching the video, feel free to do so. You want to go to the orange house. That's the rainbow houses there. You want to go into the orange house and you will find that artifact right there. And that way that will get you caught up, because if you do not have that, you're missing 4. So if you collect all 40 of these and you have not used any of your artifacts after Thursday, when these next 20 get released, you should be sitting on 140. Thank you for watching. Thank you for giving me your time. I really do appreciate it. If you found this video helpful, smash the like button. I'd appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel for more content. This is the Bulldozer. Get your killing on. I'm out of here. Hope you enjoyed the video you just watched. Here's some more videos you might be interested in. On the left-hand side, my Fortnite playlist. On the right-hand side, the previous video uploaded. Who knows what this could be? It could be dash cam footage. It could be something about on YouTube. It could be a number of things. Thank you for watching. Thank you for giving me your time. This is the Bulldozer. Get your killing on, and I'm out of here.